Greetings, it's Vaygrim, and I'm turning off my waypoints. Nice starry night here out in the ocean. This is one of the reasons why I really like this base. You get a great view from out here, offshore. You can see the landscape, not obstructed by trees. And you get some nice scenery. I need to go farther out that way. There's a lot more ocean that way. And get some more coral, like from over here, so I can spread out my lit coral reef a lot more around the area. But I really do like being able to look down, see the top of the tech center, the top of the ag center. I think it's going to be a really, really cool thing. Once we get the actual magic center over here, then maybe put something in between these two buildings. Maybe something right here in between these two. Kind of make a ring around this central geode that was our central building point. So, Digger and Nether Hub haven't really changed much there. If you notice, I scalloped out the edge flooring here. I did this in preparation for this. I need to move this actual block here now. Let me go down one more floor. This is a wall, dun dun dun, of drawers, storage drawers to be exact. Basically, the way I have this set up, let me bust out my axe. Okay, so this is a drawer controller, right? This drawer talks to all other drawers within a 12 block range. Then you can connect them, segments of them, with a controller slave. I think this lets you connect sections as long as they're physically connected. So you see, if I put this here, this wall is now connected to this wall. And I'm trying to remember. Yep, there's another drawer controller there. So basically, there is a drawer control, a controller slave behind this one, and this one, behind this one and this one. So I can cross-connect and wrap this around as I see fit. I actually am going to change the facing of these drawers so they face this way, so I can continue wrapping it around here. I'll do the same thing over here, and then I'll extend it up another level. Well, what this is all going to do is right now, let's say I have, one birch wood. If I right-click, it's going to find the actual drawer that has birchwood in it already. If it doesn't find one, then it'll put it in another open one. So this goes down to 127, double right click, goes back up to 128. Now here's the cool thing. You see that? I double right clicked and it found homes for everything that already had homes in my inventory. Yeah, so as you might have noticed, let me pop this off real quick. I've got an item conduit coming up and connecting to the back here. This is going to be in and out. I think I need to do... Okay, that counts for both. Cool. So I've made a remote awareness upgrade. This is an eye of ender. That's just ender pearl and blaze powder. Some conduit binder, some silicon, and a little bit of electrical steel. Not real hard. You make one and put it in this socket down here. This is a new socket upgrade. And basically, both sides, insert and extract, both actually work with that upgrade. Now, what does that upgrade do? Let's go down one floor. I've got this ugly pipe coming out through the roof. At some point, I might reroute it down through the wall, but for right now, this is where I've got it. I made something called an inventory panel. This is actually kind of hard. I had to go ask my friend Mysterious Ages for some Enderman heads, specifically because I had to make an Enderman skull, an Enderman head for this Ender resonator. But here's the thing. I needed the slice and splice also. And the slice and splice, where is it? I gotta look for it. Here we go. The slice and splice just requires any mob head. The soul binder specifically requires an Enderman head, a creeper head, a skeleton head, and a zombie head. I had all of these except the Enderman head. I had to get 2 of them basically from him. He was very nice. At some point, I need to set up a mob farm deep beneath my base, and see if I can return the gift. But I've had to make a slice and splice right here. And then once you make this ender resonator in the slice and splice, you go get a soul vial and bottle of witch up in it and combine those two for 10 XP. If you notice, I've gone from 37 experience, 47 experience down to 37. So, yeah. Actually, no, I think I went 38 to 37. I think it's 10 levels per portion. I don't know. Anyway, I had to sacrifice some experience on this to get the Sentient Ender. Now, that combined with a couple of diamonds from my stash, surrounded by pulsating iron nuggets, a little bit of dark steel, a fluid tank, plus one of these same upgrades. And we now have something called a remote access and crafting panel. Now, here's the thing. It doesn't do anything if you notice. It's offline. Why is it offline? Well, let's do a shift and look at this real quick. Top middle of the screen allows access to remote inventories via remote awareness upgrades in item conduits. Uses nutrient distillation for power. Offers a persistent crafting grid. So we actually have to make nutrient distillation just to make that work. Which, let me get that real quick. I'm actually going to put that there. We're going to disable that. We're going to put that there. The next step, I'm going to actually have to get some power conduit. Let me see. Whoopsie. We're going to have to weave our way over here. And basically what we're going to have to do... Actually, you know what? Hang on a sec. Let's get power. Back upstairs real quick. Somewhere I've... Is that it? Oh, crikey. Let me make some more. Let's do 12. And I can do 12 of those. Let me pull that out. Pop those in. Whoopsie. Okay, so I already have some of that in there. Actually, let me see. Getting a little bit of block lag here. Yeah, so what we can actually do... I'm going to get the 3 I've got. Oh, you know what? Hang on a sec. I keep forgetting. Let's put this back. We can use power from immersive engineering. Yes, that will be just fine. Yep, let's do that. I'm actually going to get these, put them back, grab these, and for now, I'm going to put them in there. I want to make more of those remote awareness upgrades. So I need to make, I believe, a vat. Let me think. Nutrient distillation. I can make a little bit. Sugar will work. Fermented spider eyes are good. Mob heads work. Raw creeper skulls are 2 times. See, this might be a good reason for me to actually get a mob farm up and going. Now that I think about it. maybe. I'm looking at this and seeing it's a lot of mob skulls or player skulls. Beef. Okay, on this side, I'm pretty much seeing either beef, pork, chicken, or raw flesh, rotten flesh. Rotten flesh isn't too hard. I don't know. Do I have any? But I don't think I have any nether wart. Let me go look. I'm thinking now we might have to actually go on a trip to the nether to find some. Have I learned? Let me get this. Open it. I know rotten flesh. I can make rotten flesh from anything else. But I cannot make nether wart. We might have to make a trip to the nether. I don't actually need this floor segment anymore. I'm going to put this here and this here. Let's see if I can manage to not die. I'm going to run off to the nether, see if I can find some nether wart. I'll be right back. Okay, here we are back, and you can hear the very strange gurgling noise. I've got water coming in through this new vat. I like the old design better. It was circular, but whatever. I have a reservoir down here set to auto output. I have a spare basic capacitor bank because I upgraded this one to a normal. This is 5,000 RF per tick. This is 5 million. This is 1 million. So I decided just to go ahead and put a buffer over here and cross-link. That way I don't have to have the machine down here, because otherwise I'd have to put a link here, one of these connectors on here, and then another connector in the bottom of the machine. This way I can do power and liquid piping up into it. Now I made a trip to the nether. Let me show you this real quick. It took me a while, but I actually found part of a nether fortress that still had one room worth of nether wart growing in it. I took half, left the half for somebody else to come along. So I'm growing more nether wart, and what I might do in the future is automate it so I can actually pipe that directly into this system. Now, at present, I have, let's see, item stack, 24 rotten, this is a 24 exchange energy for, one rotten flesh, which is not bad. Basically, I could just make a cobble generator and make more of that. I'm not gonna, but for right now, I can use other things to make rotten flesh until we get a mob farm. So I'm just gonna click those in. That's gonna start brewing. I think I can come up here. Always active. You notice I have a pipe going up into here. I'm gonna come down to liquid. This is gonna be insert. I don't know if I need to, but I put a remote awareness upgrade here. It might not be needed, actually. Let me pull it out and see if I even need it. So this is brewing. We've got our first little batch. And this is actually nutrient tank for this thing. Dump output tank. So I think what I need to do... Oh, it's alive. Okay. So now, as you can see, I can see everything that's in this system all the way over here, which means it's seeing through this connector, through this controller slave, and this controller slave. So in the grand scheme of things, I think there's one behind here and there's one behind here. So in the grand scheme of things, this is going to be great. This means that with one controller and a whole bunch of controller slaves, I can safely put all of my stuff into these actual systems. So now what I can actually do is start finding and start sorting everything that I want to. How many stacks do I have of birchwood now? Oh my gosh. Might be time to switch. Whoops, wrong way. Now, if I wanted to, I think I can come in here. Return area. I don't know if I can put stuff there. Maybe I do need this. Oh, you know what might be the problem? No, I could put more in that. But one problem we're going to have is we're going to have to do some space upgrades on some of these. Clear the crafting grid. So if I want to, I can pull out one stack and it sees more. Learn this current crafting recipe. Allows the refilling for current recipe from the network. Refills the crafting grid. A normal click puts items for one crafting operation, while a shift click tries to fill the crafting grid. Oh. Okay, so if I do this, not quite sure. Let's do always active. Aha! And, okay, so the return area is active. It is going somewhere. Let's go upstairs and see where that's going. We have chests right here. That's been designated, but it doesn't have it held. I think. Oh! There we go. So if I want to, I could put those right there. We can start getting a lot of our metals. Let's get all of the lead. Do I have lead blocks? I can't remember. That's a silver block. I think I remember making lead blocks. Maybe? Don't know. So now, I'm going to put those right there. Whoops. 330. I like to very specifically put things. Let's get these. Something happened there. I'm not sure what. Let's see. There we go. So now we can get all of our tin. We've got some rogue tin here that we need to convert. So it matches. Let's get some diamonds. I'm going to put iron right there. Let's get tin. Put it right there. This is going to be super nice. Get all of our silver, all of our gold. I'm going to put gold over here, silver over here. I'm actually going to do redstone and redstone blocks. I'm actually going to do those separately. What I'm thinking about doing later is making some compacting drawers and have one for each material, but I'm not sure how that's going to work. Copper. Okay. Let's get our yellorium. I'm actually going to get my lapis. That thing makes an inordinately large amount of noise. I'm going to put yellorium top middle. Lapis I'm going to get and put over here. Now we got electrical pulsating dark, solarium. We've got specialty ingots. I don't consider those specialty ingots. I consider that a specialty ingot. That. Oh gosh. So much stuff. Here we go. Steel. There's inherently going to be some things that we will have less of. This is a raw mineable resource, so I'm going to put that right there. Nope. Same goes for aluminum, raw mineable resource. Now this is, I'm going to do cobalt, ardite, manulian. Then I'm actually going to do steel right there. Let's come over here to this side. Actually, let's keep going up this side. I'm gonna do Invar and Electrum right there. Shiny. What I'll do over here is we're gonna get all of these things. Conductive iron. We're gonna do electrical steel, pulsating, energetic, solarium, dark steel. This is going to be good, but we're definitely going to be using a lot of space. Let's put those, and those there. This is a raw mineable resource. It's going to want to go in a big drawer. I'm actually gonna put... There we go. So now we have resources. Yes. This is real nice. I like it a lot. It's a cool inventory system. Of course, the only hitch is, in order to fuel it, we need to actually use, put a nutrient distillant into it. So it requires that instead of power. But what I'm probably going to do is get this, move it down here, maybe right here on top of this. I'm trying to think. I might move the vat right under this. Have it pipe out to a tank, a pressurized tank, 64 buckets of fluid, or is it 32? I can't remember. Pressurized. Doesn't say how much it holds. Tank. No. At interior. Okay, let's look here. Normal fluid tank. I got some over here. That thing is loud. I might have to check and see if I can change the volume in the settings. Okay, that holds 16, so the pressurized is 32. But that would give us a buffer tank. So I don't know. I'm going to rearrange this later to a better place so I don't have to have this right here. I could put maybe a work table. Actually, I might do a facade there with pipes coming up through it that cross connects. So yeah, it's going to be really good. I like having this system. I just got to move this noisy thing. It's not even working right now. It's just always making that gurgling noise. Ooh, okay. I'm going to have to grow some more. Ideally, mob heads would be a 2 times multiplier. And I'm trying to remember... Okay. Trying to remember. Let's go look real quick. Let's put that there. And the recipe for nutrient distillation. Mob heads are going to be 2 times multiplier over there on the left. And I think fermented spider eyes are a 2 times multiplier on the right. Yeah. So we could technically get more bang for our buck if we actually made a mob farm that got spiders and zombies. That way we could get zombie flesh and zombie heads, run it in through here, and then make a sugarcane farm and combine that with spider eyes, ferment them. I wonder what I can't remember. Spider eye. Spider eye soup. That is gross and disgusting. That would require mushrooms also. I don't have a mushroom farm. So we might stick with netherwort over here, but we could increase our yield if I had mob heads over here. Now, I might do that long term. But this is a really cool system because now what it allows me to do... Let's see. I'm going to get all of my treated stuff. Treated wood, treated planks. We're going to put that up here. Let's do treated wood, treated sticks. I'm actually going to get these and put them up there. I'm going to put the creosote up there. Whoopsie. Let's do creosote right there. Let's do a little drawer for sawdust. I think it'll have a purpose. We've got conductive iron over here that I forgot about. Let's put that there. Let's do that there, that there. That there, which means... So I'm going to have to do a lot of space upgrades for these things, but I think it's going to be a great system. I think it's going to be fabulous because now, if I want to, let's see, I do chest. It's going to fill in with some kind. Now... that I'm a little fuzzy on. But anyway, the return area is apparently where stuff goes when you clear the grid and all the crafting ingredients go down here and slowly get put back in the system. What this means is we're going to want to make an upgrade for the extract side of this to increase the actual speed that this works at. But I'm going to work on that at a later date. I actually really do like this system. It is one of the new additions to Ender.io that I'm a big fan of. The one thing I'm just not a real fan of right now is still figuring out what's what. There's a lot of the new actual ingots that look the same to me. A lot of the old ones look so different. It's like, I don't know. The whole ingot thing is starting to get a little out of hand nowadays, in my personal opinion. Solarium I can identify real easily. It's so dark. Solarium and dark steel are very different from everything else for me. Anyway, I really like this new system. I think it's going to serve us well. It is going to be a smart system, so what we can actually do is expand these drawers around here and use well-placed controller slaves, which means this is the only drawer controller we've got. And we can do some storage upgrades. We can even do void upgrades on these to make sure that no part of the system ever overflows. But I'll work on that at a later date. Right now, this is going to be my simple, intelligent storage system, and I'm hoping you guys like the idea about this. This is an in 2.3 beta of Ender.io. It's not out to the public yet, but it gives you something to look forward to. I will talk to you later. Have a great day. Bye-bye.